slide in or whatever. Guess what? If we beat them Sunday with their whole team, shame on them for letting us back in.
The score was still pretty close in that game. But when Peyton went out, wasn't it? I think it was like 15.
It was 15 to 10.
Yeah, so that's still.
15 to 10. And you're gonna say, oh well, take them out now because we're gonna, what? Because now you're up by 5. You're gonna blow us out. Guess what? You didn't.
My point is that it could be a close game again if Peyton stays in the whole game, and you know he's gonna. They want redemption. If the Jets are the team that ruined their season, their perfect season, they're gonna want to beat him.
He's gonna stay there. And I'm telling you what, if we go down and we score first, they are gonna have problems scoring on us.
I doubt
just like San Diego did, and just like anybody else that comes along is going to have
problems. Why would Indianapolis have problems scoring at all?
Yeah, watch.
Well, let me ask you this: who is the?
You think Indianapolis can
Sorry.
throw 35, 45 points a week? No way.
Who's
Rivas ain't going to
Who's he going to cover? Who's Darrelle Revis going to cover?
Darrelle Revis is more than likely going to cover
Reggie Wayne, right?
Reggie Wayne.
Peyton's just going to toss it right to Dallas Clark.
Yeah, and Dallas Clark is going to be that other number. What is it? Number 27? Is it Rhodes?
Dominic Rhodes. Dominic Rhodes.
We got floating around in there.
Oh, Garcon. Well, you mean the Jets?
For the Jets, we got floating around in there. That he's good for that floater. One will take care of one corner, one will take care of the other corner, and then that little floater that he likes to go to every now and then, he's going to get taken care of too.
Well, I mean, if any defensive mind can take care of it, it might be Rex Ryan.
It would be Rex Ryan.
But then again, I don't know. It's like basically offense versus defense. That's kind of.
Hey, and we're number one. We're number one on.
But who's number one in offense?
That's okay. That's okay.
So it should be evenly matched game.
It will be good. Number one against number one. Who is going to come out on top? Bob?
Indianapolis.
Oh, boy. Proud of you, Bob.
He said Indianapolis is going to come
on. Don't let me talk you out of it.
I'm not. You can't.
Because, at the end, when you guys look and you say, son of a gun, he's in the Super Bowl. Should have listened. Then you look and you say, how many right and how many wrong?
I'll say this. I don't know anymore.
Two wrong. And the only reason why I got 2 wrong last week, and that was because I was really going with my heart instead of saying, come on now, New Orleans is going to come out on fire. They have to. After the 3 last horrible performances, they got to come out on fire. But I said no, and I went the other way because I like Kurt Warner and I like Arizona, and I thought they were going to win.
We only got like 4 minutes left. I know we're talking about the AFC Championship, but New Orleans and Minnesota. You guys all picked. You guys all picked Minnesota. You and Steve, who's not here.
Right.
And what makes you think you? I mean, I was gonna pick Minnesota, but I don't know. I feel like Minnesota wins at home, but I looked at their schedule. Their away games.
They're not too good at away.
They lost. I think their last games that they lost in the season: Arizona, Chicago. No,
yeah, it was
Carolina,
the end, and it was away games.
And they lost those games, so they're good at home. But I'm not saying. I mean, I know Favre can win on the road. I don't question that, but at the same time,
the thing is, it's gonna. It's like. When it comes to playoffs, you shouldn't be worrying about being at home is nice because you have that little comfort that they're rooting for you.
Yeah, you got the
basically the whole thing is all for you, but you still got to play. I don't care. And I think that Brett Favre, to prove to people, because everybody thought he was crazy coming and playing over there and this and that, coming back at 40, blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? This seems to be one of his best years that he's had. And he's got an awesome team, a team that can throw the ball, catch the ball, get you touchdowns. And that's what Brett Favre is all about. Brett Favre is a gunslinger.
If he wins the Super Bowl, does he come back?
If he wins the Super Bowl, if I was him, I would say go, because you know what? You're on top. You
Walk
can't
off
get
into
any
the
better
sunset.
than that. Walk right into the sunset on your
Palomino. He'll go meet Junior Seau somewhere, and they'll say,
That's right. And no, forget about it. Just keep going, because you know what? You've gotten as far as you're going to get in this game. You're not going to get no better than the Super Bowl. So you might as well go.
If he loses the Super Bowl, I wonder what he does. If he loses,
then he should really retire, because you ain't coming back at 41 and thinking you're going to win a Super Bowl.
Well, I think he's gone a lot further than what most people expect him to go anyway.
Definitely.
He came out on top either way.
And like I said, I think he has a very good team behind him that's going to take him to the Super Bowl. But now, when he goes up against the Jets in the Super Bowl, that's a whole nother story.
We only got like a minute,
and a
45 left, Bob. But did you want to mention that about the YouTube? think,
For those of you who want to watch Sports Roundtable anytime you want to, we are now available on YouTube. You may want to tell your friends and family that can't watch, that live out of town, that can't watch the show on cable access. We are now available on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/Bob Branco Sports. youtube.com/Bob Branco Sports.
And you can leave us comments there. You can tell us we're good. You can tell us we suck. You can tell us
exactly.
You can tell us the Jets suck.
Cool.
Tell us whatever you want because we do the show for you.
Because we do know some people are too shy to call in and give their opinions. It is kind of intimidating to call a show, even though we're not intimidating at all. Steve maybe a little bit. But no.
You Patriot fans out there should be rooting my Jets on for the simple reason that they're from the AFC East. And if they go all the way, just think what that means to the AFC East.
Do you root for your division mate, or do you root for the team that I don't know, Jets and Colts? Kind of like
your team's not there. Why wouldn't you root for my team?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
it's AFC. You're gonna go.
I know. My friend has been rooting against the Colts and Jets. I don't know who he's gonna root for with the Colts and Jets, but we do have about 26 seconds left.
So it's time to wrap it up. I want to say thank you guys. First of all, Joe, thanks again being on the show. Sean, thanks for pinch hitting for Steve.
I'm gonna go back in the back and help Frank out.
All right. You have a good evening. My name is Bob Branco, and this has been Sports Roundtable.
That's Joe Moreo.
And that was Sean Souza, who's walking out the door to help Frank. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you very much.